Hello and welcome to my Ever Messy Art Studio. My name is Keeks and today we're going to be working on my scavenger hunt journal. So last time we spoke I had done the intro page and then I also did swatches. As you can see, I've updated my swatches to where they're now pieces of candy, so they match the aesthetic of the candy scavenger hunt a little bit better. And then I added a sticker. I have the start of a rag tag. My idea is while I'm doing the journal, I'm sure I'll find more strings and stuff to attach to this, and then it can just get thicker and thicker. So the rag tag that I actually used was some yarn from my friend Kayla's. What do they call that? She crochets, yes. So this is her crochet yarn. She makes like blankets and stuff and they're really pretty. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word crochet for a moment. But I got that. My favorite candy, I love 85% Cocoa Moser Roths. You can get them at Aldi's and they are delicious. I put something from nature. So this is a flower petal, but it looks really cool and it almost looks like an ink blot, but it's velvety. And then I added a pocket with trash. This was actually from an ice cream cone I had, and it's now a pocket. So lots of exciting stuff happening there with those. So I was able to cross off a lot more things. So today I want to work on these pages. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to decoupage some pages down, because one of them was like a page of books or something like that. And today when I was watching Janet's stream, she actually said that it counted if we just glued down pages from a book. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I have this old hymnal book. It's very old and the spine's not very good on it, and you can see the pages are all janked up and stuff. But it has these beautiful pages in it. And I had already pre-ripped this, but you know, with different hymns and stuff in it, which I thought was really cool. Though it's not for my religion, I do think that the hymnal and the beautiful art and music is very lovely. So I have great respect for that. And I'm gonna decoupage these down and it's gonna look really cool. So I'm gonna use Golden Matte Medium. Something Dee Dee Willingham always says is make sure you put a piece of plastic or a barrier after you open it. That way you don't accidentally glue your lid shut, because look at all this extra glue that's around the edges. So it's always worked for me. Looks gross, but hey, it works. So I've got that, and then I'm going to get a brush of some sort. Let me see what I'm looking at here. Ooh, I should use a sponge brush. Pretty sure I have a ton of those. Yes. Let me grab a sponge brush. This one will do. And then that way we're not getting a good paintbrush all broken up. Because these, you can just get them for like $1. Not a big deal. So let's, oh, but will it fit? That one's a little big. Let me get a smaller one. Didn't think about that. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see here. Ah, much better. There we go. So I'm gonna dip that in some matte medium. And I'm gonna put it all along the back here. Like so, and then I'm gonna put it in my book and just kind of smooth it down for a second, and then I'm gonna glue over the top of it. And that's gonna help hold it down a bit better. It's gonna get things nice and gooey. And if something doesn't stick down, it's okay, because we're going to put more glue on it. So I'm going to put that all the way. gonna smooth it down. Ooh, and you can start to see the music and stuff behind the page too. That's cool. It's gonna look really cool. Okay. And we've got this one. And what side do I want? I think I want that side like that. Yeah. That's all you do. Just look at your pages, see what speaks to you, and then glue it down. All right. Let's put like so. Yeah, there we go. I'm really happy to be using this because I've held on to this book for about a year and I just knew these pages were waiting for something wonderful. I found it, I want to say at a garage sale for like $7 or something like that. I didn't think that was too expensive for something that old. Let's see. So I really like where it says wake here. I love that. So I'm gonna put that up here so that wake is like the first thing you see whenever you open the page. Because it just kind of makes sense in my brain. There, just like that, and then wipe it out. I do have a cookie sheet under here, that way I don't accidentally glue pages together, because that would be awful. There we go, now that wake is up in front there. I don't know why, I just really like how it said wake. Okay, and then we've got some more here. So this one has like lyrics on it and this one has music. I want to stick to the music ones. Maybe I can do something like that. I really like the look of the music ones. That's what drew me to the book. So I'm sure some of these will just have hymns on it, but I'd really like to glue down the music, because I really like the look of it. And at the end of the day, you want to be able to love your journal. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. Just like that. And then let's see here. Rip that off. Maybe we can do that one like that. It has a little bit of music showing, but not much, mostly lyrics. I don't know, I'll save those pages for another project. Ooh, one of these pages says hark on it. I like that. So we can go maybe like this with this one. That could be fun. sure I'm doing this on camera. Sometimes don't even really think about it, and I just pull it just straight to me. So sorry if you were just watching nothing for a second. My son's singing in the shower right now. You know, being a parent's kind of hard sometimes because, like, he's really into this SpongeBob movie, and I watched SpongeBob when I was a kid. Like, I love SpongeBob, but there's definitely some moments in SpongeBob. And there's this movie called the Plankton movie, and he's very into that song. He's actually singing it in the shower right now. And I want him to love music and things like that. But this song, I don't know, like the whole movie, the characters are evil and stuff, and, you know, how SpongeBob sometimes kind of is, I don't think it's really appropriate for some kids. So we're trying to, like, wean him off of that, and I didn't realize, like, it would be so hard to do that, because, you know, you hurt feelings and things like that. But hopefully when he's older, he'll understand. Just kind of mom stuff. Makes me kind of understand a little bit better from when I was younger, I suppose, with some things. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I really wanted to watch Rambo, and I was like 5, probably around Ronan's age. And my parents saw that I was on channel 62 trying to watch Rambo and got really mad at me. They were like, you can't watch that, it's too violent. And I turned it back on when they were sleeping. But now I kind of understand what they meant. You know, now having that, you know, because SpongeBob is something that was a big part of most of my generation's childhood. Not really for me for some reason. I don't think I had Nickelodeon. But, you know, something that I view as innocent that's suddenly not. It's kind of interesting. And now we're in, like, that age where you have to watch parental controls, things like that. Because you don't really realize it, but some, like, little kids stuff that they put on YouTube is not good for those kids. Like, there was the ABCs and they were crying. You know, that kind of stuff, I don't, not that there's anything wrong with crying, but they looked like they had been hurt or something, and that doesn't seem like a healthy thing for kids. And I don't know how those channels are able, you know, to be on without some sort of a content warning or something like that. I don't know. It's definitely a new age. It's really strange bringing up a child. In that environment where everything's just kind of however they want it to be. Because you've got AI now, and, you know, yes, they have cleaned up the internet quite a bit since we were kids. Because I do remember the Wild West. But in a way, it's a new type of Wild West. Brain rot Wild West. So, I don't know. That's my soapbox. I'm sticking to it. Oops, this is not the right side. This is looking pretty good, I think. Really enjoying this. I love that old parchment music look. I used to enjoy it whenever my own music would get a little bit wrinkled. Not because it was ruining the page or anything, but just because it made it look like that, like old-fashioned movie magic kind of music. Kind of silly. Let's see here. We're almost done with this page. We're getting there. Then we can decide what we want to do on top of it. We might have to dry it a bit too. There's a little piece of music here. Maybe we could put that puppy there. Ooh, or we could even do one like that. That would be good. That edge would be completed. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I think that looks good there. I keep getting my gluey fingerprints all over everything when I'm trying to keep things flat. Keisha, you said that. There we go. Let's see here. No, that doesn't have music on it. This has music on it. Let's use this one. Ooh, this one has "O Come All Ye Faithful" on it. I love that song. "O Come All Ye Faithful." Like I said, may not be my religion, but beautiful music. I think we can appreciate other people's cultures. Let's see here. Let's do that one there. Oh no, we're covering up what we just put down though. Let's do it more toward the middle here and kind of at a joint like that. I think that would look good. There we go. Love that. I'm glad that I discovered that. It's very fun. Okay, let's see here. We got some more pages. Let's do this one. I already have one that says Christmas, so I don't really care for it to say that on it again. But we could do like that. I think that would look really good. Yes. I like that. Okay. And then we need something here and we need something here. Yeah, that would look good there. Good, so we definitely need something in there. Let's see accidentally getting it stuck to myself. Okay. Then we've got this guy. See why I didn't bother painting my nails today? I was going to, and then I was like, oh no, you're decoupaging. Nobody's gonna actually judge you for your tacky nails. There we go. That looks really good. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop there. Oops. Pull out some of these holes that I accidentally made in the paper, and then we're gonna dry this with our heat gun. Go ahead and throw away that glue thing. Let me wipe my hands off here. I don't mind them being a little chunky, but they're very sticky right now, so I'm just gonna oh no, I hope Janet doesn't watch this. I know she doesn't like dirty things. Alright, let's see here. So I've got all these leftover pages. I'm gonna go ahead and just tuck those back into the book for safekeeping. And what I was thinking is we can dry this and then maybe with a ballpoint pen draw some birds. Because there was put a bird on it, and I think that would be a really fun thing to do with this page. So give me one moment, and I'm just going to hit this with the heat gun. If my heat gun will reach over here. I'm going to put this back on. Make it into a little ballerina. And this is kind of soft, actually. So I may want it to regular dry for a little bit. So I'm gonna do a time lapse. When I come back, I'll be here, but it'll be much later. All right, so I'm back. My fingers are clean, and I am ready to draw a bird. So let's see here. I've got a Faber-Castell marker here, and I think that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to do a beak. And a head. Now this is where my birds usually get a little weird. I don't feel like I draw them right, so I'm just going to do my best here. But draw whatever you think of when you think of a bird. Give them an eyeball. Little people. Oh. Finish off his little beaky. He just looks like, he's just like, meh, I'm here. Okay, okay, I'm liking it. And I'm just gonna give him some sweet little tweet feet. There we go. Okay, so we got a cute little bird. And then since this is acrylic matte medium, what we can do is we can use our paint pens and paint in the bird. Now that we've got the outline in here, know what we're doing. So now I gotta decide what colors I want the bird. Maybe a nice blue bird with a yellow tummy. That sounds pretty. So let's start with a light blue, and I've got these Artex acrylic markers. And I'm gonna do some paint. And it is gonna cover up some of the words that I liked, but that's okay. Oh.
Hello.
Well, that was strange.
Bye.
You guys are silly. I can redo that eyebrow with some paint. I think I'll redo the whole eye, if that's okay. That way our bird doesn't look so mean. If you hear squeaking, Rowena is also playing. It's a great, happy, loud house here today. And I like that I can still kind of see the music notes under here, so you don't totally lose it looks like. Which is good. So it gives a little bit of extra oomph to it. You might also draw a couple candies around the bird or something. I haven't quite decided yet. Because this is supposed to be candy themed. There we go. It's looking good. There we go. Alright, I like that color. That's a good color. And then I want a kind of tan color for the tummy, or like maybe a canary yellow. So here we go here. I don't know how fast these dry. That feels pretty good. Didn't bring up very much. I think we should be okay. Oh, that's funny. It's about the same color as the original stuff was. So we're just gonna give you a white tummy, or yellow tummy, I guess. Something like that. And we can also add a little bit of white plumage. Okay. So that looks pretty good. I want white for the eyeball. Black. Like that. And then we can also do the beak. We do a bright orange for the beak. little orange legs. We could even add some more blue feathers to it. That might be a little fun. Where did this marker come out at? Oh, okay. So let's see here. Here's another blue.
Is that number 15 over there on the floor? Are you sure? Oh, that's number 60. Well, we'll start at the end.
Might have been a mistake. I kind of liked how it looked better before. But it's there now, so it's okay. And then maybe because we're on a page with a bunch of music, tweet. Tweet. Is it candy related? No, but it's very cute. And then let's do like a cute little worm. That might be fun. So let's draw. Something very random about myself. I love drawing worms. Even if they're just like little silly worms that don't look like anything. Worms are fun. I'm gonna give this guy some ground too.
Oh, what do we have here?
There we go. Let's do this. I think the black for the outline on the worms is a little too black. So I might go over that with some pink. But I do think it would be funny if the worm was like, not a bird. Okay, so let's get a pink. Let's do this pink. We're just gonna go over our outline. Make the worm stand out a little bit better. There we go, something like that. It's not human candy, but it's bird candy. Somebody's eating in this picture. All right, well, what else can we add to this page? Let's see. I don't really need this anymore, so I can move this out of the way. Let's mark off what we've done here. So let's see. We have, we're gonna follow the vintage candy treats theme, so I'm gonna go ahead and cross that off. Snark illustrated quote, napkin, ombre page, use gauze, gratitude, include a face, lace, googly eyes, random useless fact, pun, joke. This is funny. This is a joke. And we put a bird on it. Spring famous use cricket, safety pin, mosaic page, something out of draft, decorate a letter, slip mark, use a color you dislike, wild card your choice. So now create a tag, book page, lyrics of song, page doodles, butterflies, Punch circles, use squares. Something found. Magazine page. Page blue. Could be for the bird. Candy. I did put my favorite candy in there. I put my favorite candy on this page. Baby wipe. Advice page. Great magazine ad. Repurchase packaging. Conspiracy page. Geometric page of scraps. I think that kind of counts because those are scraps of paper. Here's junk mail, playing card, photograph, coloring book page, threads, circles, and a window envelope texture. Use bubble wrap, include an elephant, post-it notes, something given to you, burnt edges. Create a border. Ooh, I can do something given to you. I have that really cool one. Hold on 1 second. This card that was given to me by my husband and my son, because I could slide out the actual card and keep it. And then I just have this left, and this is perfect because there's a feather, there's a bird, things are coming together. So let's do that. Cut as close to this without ruining it as possible. To the quilling. So I think that's going to be close as I can get it. And then maybe we can put it above the bird. Might work. I'll save this part for later. Let's see here. So how do I want to put you? Like that, maybe? Has to lay flat, whatever I do with it. I don't want it to be on the bird because it doesn't quite look right. So I think I'm going to put it above the bird, like that. So let's get some glue. I'm going to use Elmer's glue for this part. And then I'm just going to squish it down and hope that it stays. Yeah, I think that's really cool. Well, I thought I was done, but I actually found some more stuff. So I'm gonna take a look at this. I found some string, some ribbon, so I can add that to my rag tag. And then I also found some wooden buttons. And I was thinking that I could cut this doily, because it's just an old doily, and put it in here for some texture. Thought maybe that would be pretty cool. So let's go ahead and first take care of our rag tag here. And I'm just gonna tie these extra things into it. I'm just gonna do a double knot. There we go. And we can just scooch that up here with the other one. And then I'm pretty sure I should be able to also fit this guy on here. So I'll put it on this side over here. I'm going to do the same thing. Pulling it as tight as I can just to make sure that it stays. So my rag tag is currently my bookmark in here. So let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good together. Okay. Oops, I bent my paper clip a little bit. That's all right. So let's put that back where it was there. And then I've got a button. Let's see. I don't know why I really like this button. It's like the first button I saw this. So let's take a look at some other. Ooh, that one's cool. They don't really go with our color scheme though. We need something like blue. That one's kind of cool. I'm not seeing a lot of blue ones. Oh, this one's blue. I'll use this one. Yes, Ronan?
Be quiet.
Why? What's up?
I went to sleep with Daddy.
All right, but if he says to go back to bed, then go back to bed, please. All right, so then let's go ahead and cut off a bit of this. This is why I like old doilies at garage sales. Usually you get them for pennies, and they can really come in handy. I can just glue part of that in there. Like we could even give this an apron if we wanted to. It's kind of a cute idea, a little apron. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then let's cut this one a little bit better. Yeah, that'd be pretty cute. I like that. And then we just pat it on with the Elmer's glue. Scoot it a little bit. There we go. I like that. That's cute. And then maybe we can put the button there. Gotta be kind of careful because we're getting a little thick. That's okay. Or we could do the button up here because there's nothing really up there. Go, and I'm just gonna hold it down for a minute. I'll let that sit. While I'm thinking about it, I think I actually have, for fib art, Devin Rexford likes to send me stuff sometimes, and I'm pretty sure I have some more of her jelly print stuff. One second, let me see, because I think it's a small piece. Two pieces here, it looks like. So I've got this really cool like Japanese one, and then I've also got this really beautiful like almost spectral one. Maybe put that down here. And that could count for swap dart. Oh, I love that gold in there. Something like that. That really zhuzhed up the page quite a bit too. I'll save this one for later. But anyway, that was a full page with me. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you got inspired and took some ideas from it. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.